Hello, my name is Frost, and today I will be playing Undead Nightmare for you guys. Not much to say. Timer starts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
You brought this on yourself.
So this starts off pretty normal. First blood. Casually shoot Uncle.
Sorry, darling. It's for your own good.
Easy enough. Just hog tie your family, as you do.
Come on. Come on.
So what I just did there was I called my horse over, got on it, and then used the horse deed for another horse so as to make it so that it'll spawn when I call it when I get to Blackwater. And this will save like 15 seconds when I get here. Instead of me having to run the entire distance to the middle of the town. And that right there was the perfect horse spawn. Hopefully I can take full advantage of it.
What happened here? Let's go.
Awesome. Right next to me, just where I needed it. Perfect.
Mr. Marston, sir!
So right there, I do a somewhat frame-perfect dismount off my horse, and that'll let me transition into the cutscene without having to watch Marston get off the horse with it rearing back. So right here, I'm just gonna hedge the graveyard. Standard stuff. So a little fun fact here, if you hack in a Bowie knife into Undead Nightmare, you can burn the coffin and it'll show you holding the knife. It won't be on fire or anything, you just burn a coffin with a knife. Which you're normally not supposed to see or do. And right there I just counted out 8 zombies and then burned the coffin. That saves a little bit of time by making the zombies move while the cutscene's going, and also saves a bit of time because I don't have to watch the entire coffin burning cutscene and then watch that guy rise from his grave. Then we're just gonna finish off the graveyard. Nothing too out of the norm. Unfortunately, there's no way to skip this cutscene that we currently know of, because trying to do so would soft lock the game, which would not be good.
Oh, gee. Hey, lend me a hand.
Pass. Stay dead, please.
So right here, I'm actually going to clear the town going in a predetermined direction already, because this is the best direction to go in for spawns. You need to clear about 10 zombies, and then the bar's going to flash, hopefully for not more than 5 seconds, which I got a little bit unlucky there. Although not that unlucky, because it could have flashed for longer. And then another clean dismount. The horse reacted there.
You one of them, mister?
Alright, so we activate those two cutscenes and then we can just move on. The next thing we're going to do is head over to Seth.
Come on.
Most people would help out these random events. I'm just gonna skip past them. They don't have anything of use. In fact, they can actually kind of screw me over if they spawn in the wrong places. Luckily, we're not at a point where that can happen. And I've only had it happen once. Knock on wood. Doesn't happen again.
Here. Let's go.
And then here, I'm just gonna do another clean dismount off my horse
Come on.
into the cutscene so as to not have to watch Marcin get off the horse the slow way. You're gonna see me doing that a lot.
Come on.
This truly is a Western game. Guns and horses are the two most common sights.
Come on.
Guns and horses. Moving swiftly along, we're gonna go clear this town out here, because this has a side mission that I need to do. And it actually gives me my final rifle upgrade for the whole run. These spawns are actually pretty solid. This bar's been flashing for way too long. The bar's flashing doesn't really do anything other than lose me time, because it means it's taking forever to spawn zombies. Or it's trying to spawn too many of them.
First hell walks the earth, then you turn.
So, the game intends for you to climb up this windmill right here, but we're just gonna climb through this window instead. It normally wants you to go through that hole, but nah. That takes too long.
Sorry, Mr. McFarland. You were a good man.
Why do that when I can just position my horse right there,
Come on.
climb through a window, be in and out quick?
Come on. Whoa. Let's go.
I'm getting a lot of random events here. If only this were Treasure Hunter.
Let's go.
So right here, I'm gonna jump next to this cactus and go off the cliff. And that'll save me time going towards this church over here.
Let's go.
And what's so special about this church, you might say? Well, it has a graveyard. A graveyard that must be cleansed.
Stay there. This was meant to be my perfect day.
Sorry about that, little distraction. I couldn't count the zombie kills like I needed to, but normally in this area you want to do the same thing as you do in Blackwater and try to count out the kills so that you can burn the coffin at the right time. For the same reason, but I messed that up.
Yeah. I can't believe this.
So you might notice that I've been using only rifles for most of the run, and that's been pretty deliberate, because you want to save ammo for certain spots in the run. Like, right here, you want to be using pistols because there's a lot of zombies spread around all over the town. You can clear them out quickly if you just use a pistol to do it. Whereas in like McFarlane's Ranch, the spawns were a lot more spread out, so it was better to use a rifle. And that was a little contribution to the run made by the world record holder, Mashin.
Hey, mister.
Hey, Park.
You see Damn! Too close!
Ah, yes, I got the jump. So what I just did right there was a very special, pretty precise jump where I have to jump over the fence, and it'll skip a cutscene from happening. And I managed to skip that cutscene. Which saved me about 13 seconds, roughly. So right here, we're just going to move on to the next part of the game. Another graveyard. This time there's no church involved with it.
Let's go!
It's just a lone graveyard out in the middle of nowhere.
Come on!
No zombie spawned outside of it. That's... Hold the phone. Never mind. I did get the Holy Grail of spawns. So what I was looking for there was a whole ton of zombies to spawn outside of the graveyard, because that means that I have to wait for less zombies to spawn in this one. And while it means that I have less time to get the coffin burning skip, that doesn't matter as much when I've already killed the majority of the graveyard anyways. And that can save a lot of time, just in general. Like, when I first discovered that strat, I saved about 10 seconds over my initial gold at the graveyard, which was huge. It's very nice that I get to show off that off in a marathon run. So right here, I'm just gonna activate this town. I'm supposed to normally clear it, but for the speedrun, nah. They can fend for themselves this time.
Come on, come on!
And the reason for that will be shown in a couple seconds.
Come on!
So right there, it's just another semi-precise dismount to get into the cutscene, and then I'm actually going to reload my save for the first time in the entire run. And that's going to put me closer to this bed here, and save time over if I were to just run to it. And that saves a bit over 10 seconds. And by not clearing that town, I fast traveled back to it, and I actually got put closer to these flowers over here. And in addition, the town doesn't give me anything that I need anyways, so not clearing it saves about 5 seconds over clearing it and then doing it, but like, that time save is closer to more like a minute or two, I want to say. Unfortunately, a mythical creature just spawned. That would have been the Horse of the Apocalypse known as War, which is a big red fire horse, which has infinite stamina and lights zombies on fire when you run it over. Unfortunately, I can't pick that up during this run, because it would lose about a minute to do so. And they don't move any faster than the horse that I have currently. So unfortunately, I have to let it go. Which sucks, because it's actually a really cool horse. Like, it's easily one of the coolest horses in the run.
There we go.
So there are actually no tombstones over in this part of the graveyard, which I think is kind of weird, but nice, because the coffins are really far spread out. And in this graveyard, there's enough spawns that it doesn't necessarily matter whether or not you count the kills.
I'm gonna have the time of my life, sport.
So I'm just going to reload my save here again. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually head back to where I started the run at originally. Because there's a very specific mission that I need to do over here. Come on, horse. Be nice. Be nice.
Let's go.
That was dumb. So you guys might have seen me collecting flowers in between me teleporting from Fort Mercer to going to the graveyard. A mission actually requires me to do this. And the flowers spawn in a predetermined location, so... While I don't necessarily need these survival maps, because I know where all the spawns are and they don't change, it's nicer to have them in case something goes wrong. Or in case I forget, which I have done before. And right here, I'm just starting another cutscene.
That's what I wanted.
Unfortunately, these flowers have a long cutscene that I can't skip, so you guys get to watch me pick them, and there's nothing I can do about it. Which is unfortunate, because if there were a way to skip those flowers consistently, like, that would be perfect.
This looks like the one.
And that was Sasquatch 1.
I'll be having that. Yeah. Ah, here we are. Might as well. Come on.
That's a lot of zombies. Good thing I don't need to kill them.
Let's go. Come on.
And that's Sasquatch 2 and 3 dead.
Come on, easy up now. Go. Let's go.
That's 4. And that's number 5.
Come on.
So right here, I'm gonna shoot this Sasquatch to start the cutscene early. And once again, that's a lot of zombies. Come on, horse. Don't be like this. You can really get a sense of just how randomly these zombies spawn. It's great. So just like before when we got here, we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna dismount at a semi-precise way, and we're just gonna run to the bed this time, unlike before. We're gonna fast travel to Fort Mercer. And just like before with the Sasquatch, I'm gonna shoot that guy to start the cutscene early. Please get away from me, wolf. Oh my god, these spawns are actually pretty bad. Never mind, they got better. Did you really survive 2 bullets to the head? So that could have been better if the zombies had spawned a bit more close together over in this town, but it didn't happen like that, so unfortunately I have to take what I get. So I'm just gonna head back to Fort Mercer real quick, and this time I'm not gonna call my horse, I'm actually just gonna run to this door. What a nice poster. I think I'll take this.
You stupid son of a whore. Let's go. Let's go.
So right there, I just jumped off the cliff in a pretty, not so much precise, but like a pretty specific way, so as to not kill the horse or myself but also to not have to go down the path to get there. Because I have to pick up a part from that place for some reason. And you never see this mysterious part. I don't know why, but you just never see it. It just doesn't exist, you know? It's beautiful.
Let's go.
So I'm just gonna quickly go to Fort Mercer again, reload the save, you know. Then I'm gonna head to Armadillo. And this is the last time you'll ever see this town in this entire run.
Come on. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh my god, thank you! That was...
Can you be more specific there, Royce?
Let's get you home. Come on.
Thank God you came along!
What were you doing?
There's a little bit of
We were
delay with
so
the stream,
hungry.
so...
Even if the fort there ain't enough to go around, I just wanted to find something to eat.
There ain't no food out here but us right now, miss. You should stay where it's safe. Come on, come on.
Whee, another mini jump.
Oh no, Ed!
And right now we're just gonna go through the most zombie-infested place in the entire game,
Lord have mercy!
as you do. If I were to make a full stop, those zombies could actually pull me off my horse.
Come on.
But luckily I'm moving too fast for them to do so.
What's your name, mister?
John. John Marston.
I've heard that somewhere before. You from around here?
I spent some time down here, but I live in West Elizabeth. I have a small farm up there. My wife and son, they've got the infection.
That's terrible. Do you think there's a cure?
I sure hope so. Otherwise, well, I don't want to think about the otherwise. Here we are. I can't seem to get away from this place.
Terrorists live from live.
And I'm just gonna reload my save again real quick, as you do. And I'm gonna head back to Plainview.
Let's go.
Nice. I got that pretty well.
Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Last. West Dickens.
So unfortunately it forces you to just walk forward
Come on.
in that spot. Like, I can't do anything about his movement speed or anything there. It just happens.
Come on. Easy. be it. Yeah! Come on! Looks like
And right there, I'm just gonna go through that fence, you know. Those soldiers don't matter. I need their uniform, so I'm just gonna steal it. Because stealing is completely okay in the apocalypse, guys. Nothing could ever go wrong with stealing. And right here, I'm just gonna push this guy off. It doesn't actually matter for the speedrun if you push him off or not.
this train headed
It
to
just
Mexico.
means I don't have to listen to his voice nag on for a bit. So I originally didn't want to show it this early, but you can just run as fast as the train moves. Actually, you move faster than the train. It is not a requirement to be on this train for most of this. You can just literally run alongside it. In my opinion, it's kind of weird that you can just run as fast as a train in this game. But it's fine, you know. Alright, and right there I just got another challenge done. And that challenge gives me more pistol ammo that I can use at Las Hermanas. So if I can kill these zombies quickly enough, I can actually skip a second wave of them spawning. And I did it. That's the second wave skip. But unfortunately it's still giving me the text for it, so I just lost 7 seconds there. It's not a big deal. So just like with Ridgewood Farms, how I went by it and activated it, but I didn't save it, I'm doing the same thing right here, where I just activated the town, and I'm not even going to save it. That's going to be useful later.
Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
And just like with the Sasquatch in the first cutscene, I just shot that zombie from a long distance and activated the cutscene from far away.
What the hell is this?
And with all that ammo that I just saved up, doing those challenges on the train, that ammo from the pistol that I just saved up is actually going to be used here. Because this is normally where the zombies are the most grouped up. But unfortunately, it looks like spawns are going to be pretty bad this time. Can't be helped, I guess. Yeah, they're just not spawning all that well. You can't even hear guns going off in the background.
That should take the spring out of your step.
Hit that one from a really long distance. Sucks that this town has had some of the most weird spawns in the entire run. It just cost me about 20 seconds.
Sister,
It's not that big a deal though.
come on. Yeah.
Those are just normal zombies.
Come on. Nice, pal.
Come here, you. So right here, I'm actually gonna hogtie a Retcher, because a certain mini quest in the game needs me to have a Retcher. And in order for me to beat the game, I need to do all the mini quests. And all the main story missions. Well, I guess it's not a shots-fired marathon without a horse dying. That's so irritating, dude. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but that's irritating. See how much of a time loss it is?
You get the smelly in. Let's go. Come on. Come. Come on. Whoa there. Come on, come on. Let's go.
Because of that horse dying, I'm probably going to be losing about 30 seconds here.
Let's go.
If I were to just take a random guess. I don't even know what killed it, because it should have been full health. It shouldn't have taken any damage from anything. Because that was a fresh horse. Like, I had just called it and everything. Yeah, I lost about 35 seconds from the horse dying. It's not all that big a deal, though. Just like before, how I did originally in plain view, I'm actually gonna reload my save so that it puts me closer to the bed. And right here, I'm gonna do another segment of kidnapping. This time I need a normal zombie, instead of one that spits at me.
Like broken cat.
Like this guy. The great thing is that you can always find a zombie here, the kind that you need. It always spawns there. At least 2 of them always spawn there. So you're guaranteed to find a zombie.
This will all be over soon. Come on. Yeah. Go. Yeah.
Well, I wanted you to get off at the right side instead of the left, but okay. I guess hitting the wall works fine too. So right here is the last graveyard that I have to burn in the entire run, and it's also the longest one. Like, counting zombie kills here is pointless.
Let's go.
Very nice. That was a clean graveyard.
Let's go. Whoa.
Not much to talk about there, just a big slaughter fest. So right here, upcoming is one last semi-precise jump that I need to do, which if I don't nail, it's not that bad. It only loses me like 2 seconds for trying it. But it's a pretty easy enough jump.
Let's go.
Pretty much all the strats in this game aren't that terrible to perform. Nice, I hit it. And so for the last time in the run, I'm gonna go talk to this nun. And right here I'm actually gonna call my horse even though I'm not gonna get on it. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna make my horse not sit by the hitching post. Which means that when I come out of this cutscene, it's actually gonna make me get on it right here, instead of making me walk towards the horse and then get on it on the hitching post. And that's going to save about 10 seconds. And this is where Tuperosa comes into play. I'm actually going to fast travel there. And unfortunately we can't listen to the most badass song in the entire run, because it's both copyrighted and, well, it gets skipped over by reloading the save, but, you know, this is the last horse journey.
Come on. Come. Come on.
So we used to do a pretty precise jump and then run over that hill, but that actually loses time to do so, because you lose a lot of horse speed and momentum.
Yeah.
It was a cool trick, but not something viable to do.
Come on.
Goodbye, horse. It was nice knowing you. So right there, one last frame perfect dismount.
Banish him! Return the mask to where it
And then I'm just gonna shoot that guy, climb over these, and
I know what needs to be done.
climb up these stairs.
Do you see the bolts? All of nature.
Whoa, big hole in the wall. I wonder what's in it.
Looks nice in here.
Okay, that made no sense how I didn't trigger that,
Built above a sacred place.
but I'm glad I noticed.
Greatest of
Why aren't they attacking you? You really are a strange girl.
many of these die.
So normally a zombie is supposed to spawn up there, like a second zombie, but
They don't seem to like
nah. As long as you just don't go over there, it's fine. Unfortunately, you can't just run past all these guys, but what fun would it be if you could? Like, realistically, these zombies don't pose enough of a threat that I can't just run past them anyway, but the problem is, if I run past them, I can't progress the story without killing them.
Some of them worship the moon and the
Hey, man. What the hell have you done down here?
will be returned to red.
Christ, that was close. Good thing I got down here where I did.
I'm gonna check this over here, and then face my camera in this direction. And then, hopefully... Yep, majority of the zombies spawned over there. And the timer stops in right now. The final time is 59:44.01.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
How do you know?
My name is Ayotioto.
So that should be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to find me, my Twitch handle is twitch.tv/xFrostDragonZx. I stream runs on occasion. And yeah, I've had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for having me.
Joan? There you are. Hell, whenever trouble starts, I can pretty much guarantee you'll ride off into the sunset.
You feeling better?
Yes, I mean, once that boy stopped trying to bite me, everything felt much better. I'm starving, though.
Jack?
Me? Oh, well, I only felt better once that mad look left your eye. Please, Dad, don't leave me here alone with that woman again.
Excuse me?
I'll try not to, son.
I've heard that before.
Well, let me fix us something to eat.
Please don't. We've had enough dramatics for one day.